is going on, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Trading to Glory. You may have heard of it before, I don't know. Maybe you're a returning subscriber, maybe you're new. Either way, we're going to be going ahead and trying to make more coins without playing any games, without buying any FIFA points. Obviously, no buying coins, straight off of trading and squad building challenges. So let's go ahead and get into day number 22. If you guys are new, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Drop a like if this series is helping you out. Let's go ahead and get into some investments that I've made over the last day here. You guys already know about my ELYYT cards. I've got a few of them. They're going to be a little bit of profit. It's not going to be much, especially with how long we've held on to them. Kind of a dead investment. I wasn't really happy with the profit I made on that. We had a couple of situations on why this card didn't rise as much as I wanted to. One of the reasons is they continued to drop similar League One cards into Team of the Week, which, you know, added more supply and more options for people to invest in. So he didn't rise into the hype as much as I wanted to. Obviously, we have a couple more days with League One Player of the Year SBC. It's going to be dropping on Sunday night, guys, if you did not know. It's also why we have the Dante. We might make a little bit more on Dante than ELYYT, given the fact he is an 86 rated card. You might notice that I've picked up a couple of Team of the Season cards here. Got a Matos, we got Bobo, we got Pope. And these are a couple cards that I decided to pick up right after the video I dropped a couple days ago. And when I dropped this video, the title of the video was actually called Tots Investing Tips. The thumbnail said, buy these Team of the Seasons now. And in that video I discussed, we're going to go ahead and buy those cards within the next 48 hours. The sooner you bought those, actually, the better. They continued to rise, especially after the SBC was over, which is kind of odd. The SBC ended on Thursday. The cards maybe dropped a little on Friday, just a little bit, like on Thursday night, Friday morning. They actually rose up a ton as well. Now, there's a couple reasons why these Team of the Season cards are kind of hindering upon our rinse and repeat method that we have made hundreds of thousands of coins already during Team of the Season. And one of the reasons here is Zaha. You actually need to have a Team of the Season player in here. So a lot of people are still needing Team of the Season players for that SBC. Now, that's only a portion of the community, but that still makes an impact on the market. So instead of these cards dropping on the Friday like we're used to, they actually rose up a little bit. And given the fact that there's going to be way less cards that are Team of the Seasons that are cheap from now on, it kind of makes me think that Team of the Seasons are overall going to continue rising throughout Team of the Season. Like these Adon cards could get easily over 90k if they aren't already. And I'm talking Matos as well, getting like up to 90k. We saw Pope in that first week when Pope was impact, and he had a price range cap of well over 100k, so we didn't have to worry about that. But the other rest of world cards had a cap at 55k. They went extinct. People still were doing that SBC. Pope went all the way up to 120,000 coins because he was the only option in terms of cheap Team of the Season cards. So kind of get that idea in your head that when those are the only options for cards, they're gonna rise up a ton. And what I'm getting at is the rest of world cards are continually getting better. This week we've got Lozano, ELYYT, and all these cards are higher rated, more usable in game, and gonna be more expensive. With those cards being more expensive, the options, the cheapest options to use in these SBCs are going to continue to be rest of worlds that we've already seen, like Matos, players like Bobo, players like Izquierdos and Jae Sung and Bozak, and all those rest of worlds we've already seen that nobody uses in their team, really. They're just using them in SBCs. So I got this card for 57. I got this Matos for 55. And I got in a little bit late. I could have gotten better deals on this even. I got a 50k there. And then I got Arias here for 65k. So I think I'll make profit on all of them. The question now is, when do I want to sell and make that profit? And what else are we going to be investing in? Right now I only have 134,000 coins. So I do have a few ideas with 134k. One of the ideas, guys, is go ahead and make your reinvestments now for 82 rated cards. They're not going to be in demand for a couple days other than like, you know, the normal SBCs, maybe POTM a little bit, League SBCs, stuff like that. But when we look at players like, let's go ahead and use Jonathan Tah, for example. This isn't going to be the best example because we've used this for a couple weeks. Jonathan Tah's out there. Everybody uses him now as their investment. But he is still about 2,700 coins right now. So you pick him up for 2,400. He's probably going to rise up when the SBCs come out again on Sunday. I've already got a couple of them. I'm not going to go all in on Tah. I'm probably going to pick a couple other 82 rated cards I know Franco Vasquez is another solid one we used a week ago. Franco Vasquez, I wonder what his price is today. Franco Vasquez, a little bit lower than Ta as well, so possibly more profit on Vasquez here. 2,200, not too bad. We might pick up one of those. So picking up 82s in general that go up during the SBCs. We saw Ta go from 2.5k. He went all the way up to 8.5 thousand coins at one point and settling around like 6k while the SBC is out. That's an easy way to triple coins, especially if you can fit them on their transfer list. Or you can do the unassigned glitch. If you don't know how to do that, essentially what you do is you go ahead and buy the cards, you exit Ultimate Team, you come back, you buy more, you exit Ultimate Team, you come back. They continue to be sent to your unassigned. As long as you're on console, you can throw 1,000 in there if you wanted to, which is pretty dope for trading, especially if you want to mass invest in a single card. That's the way to do it. Nonetheless, you still have 100 transfer list spots that you can fill up with if you don't want to do the unassigned glitch, which is good. And you can also send non-duplicates to the club. So let's go and talk about some other ideas. Obviously, I mentioned how Rest of World cards are going to continually get better. They're getting better every week. We saw the crappiest ones in the week 1. Like Bazak and Izquierdos were the best ones, and they were still not good at all. Next week, you know, the best one was Arias. That was the best team of the season from this Rest of World. All the other ones were terrible as well. And this week, we've got tons of good ones, okay? So I reiterate that because there's another idea I have. I think the requirements are going to get a little bit more expensive on Wednesday through Friday when they drop the Rest of World SBC. In previous weeks, we saw 83 rated was needed, and you could profit off those SBCs pretty easily because 83s, they cost like maybe 3k each. Maybe you had to pay up to like 5k for a couple cards, but ultimately you're still making a little bit of coinage because you can sell those Rest of World cards back onto the market for even more than what you paid for the SBC. Nonetheless, those requirements are probably going to get more expensive because the cards are going to be better. Lozano is going to be well over 100,000 coins. We already know that. And there's going to be a couple other cards that are up there as well. So it wouldn't make sense for them to make it an 83 rating again, given the fact that it's going to be immediate profit for everybody. They don't want to do that. They want to make it a little bit more difficult, a little bit more expensive. What they might do is an 84 rated team. Simple as that. Raise it by 1. Maybe an 85 rated team. Maybe an 84 rated team with an inform, because informs, as we know, have taken a pretty big hit during team of the season, given the fact that there really aren't any requirements for SBCs yet. We did talk about Team of the Week SBCs at the beginning of Team of the Season. We said that they wouldn't drop until about halfway through like last year. Seems to be the case if they do end up dropping them. That's not guaranteed. What the requirements for that is, you'd basically have to submit an 83 rated team with 2 Team of the Week cards, and you get a tradable Team of the Week 84 plus back. That's what they did last year. And then towards the very end of the Team of the Season, they did a guaranteed Team of the Season tradable, and that was repeatable as well. So we probably will see that as well. So keep that in the back of your mind. We're not going to focus on that this episode, but just keep it back in your mind. If you have any informed investments you're getting impatient with, maybe you're like, okay, that's probably going to come in a couple weeks. We might as well hold on to them rather than take a loss or take, minimal profit like I am with my Areolas. So for this episode, what we're probably going to end up doing is I'm going to sell a couple of my Team of the Season cards because they are up quite a bit, and when these cards, they're at 60k, I know that they'll over time probably rise, especially in the next coming weeks, but in terms of the immediate, next couple days, they could drop a little bit. Even on Sunday, if they require a Team of the Season, sure, that's going to be, a requirement for demand, but if a lot of people have these Team of the Season investments, they're probably all going to dump in the first couple hours. It might be a little bit of a window of opportunity to pick up some more cards for 50,000 coins and reinvest, waiting for them to go up throughout the week, because those Team of the Seasons are required all the way from Sunday until Thursday in 2 different SBCs that everybody's going to do, because it is La Liga Team of the Season and everybody wants to pack an untradeable Ronaldo, an untradeable Messi. So that's going to be a very, very possible outcome. Everybody doing that no matter what the requirements are, and we'll probably see the exact same requirements as we saw during EPL. So what we'd expect is a 83 rated team, I imagine, probably a Team of the Season card, and then maybe 2 players from La Liga. Probably something along those lines. So in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and start selling some of these Team of the Seasons, getting my profit, and then towards the end of the episode, we're going to be reinvesting. So again, guys, if this video is helping you out, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Let's talk about the moves, the investments that we've got to make right now in terms of gold cards, Because honestly, that's where a lot of the profit's coming from, is from gold cards. We've been getting a lot of cards on bid recently, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I've been doing. I accidentally cleared my transfer, my transfer list sold items. I sold a couple of the Team of Seasons I showed you earlier, and then I sold a couple of Dante as well. But right now I'm making a 5K profit on Dante, so I'll call it a couple. I might cut some in. But over the course of the week, I was getting Jonathan Todd there. I was getting Raphael. And he's pretty cheap, getting for 1,100 coins. He's an 82 striker slash center forward. I got a Camacho here for 900. I got a Smelzer for 700. You know, another Taw there. I really like the Taw. And then DeMarcos for 2,400 is not bad. Another Taw there. And then I also sent a few to my club as well. But you guys get the point. And so those are all good investments. Now, if you're a subscriber to me on Twitch, you have a full list of these cards that are great to pick up. But I'm going to give you guys a couple of examples here, and then maybe you can guess some of the other cards that are on the list. Essentially, these cards are so good to invest in right now because, one, we know they already go up in price for every single one of these SBCs. These Jonathan Tah cards especially, like, you know, you get them for 2K right now. They'll be 8K when the SBC comes out. It's madness. It happens every single time. And even if they don't rise to 8K, they'll at least be 5K. So, you know, still over doubling your coins. But what we saw last week was a requirement of Premier League cards in the EPL SBC. This week is La Liga. So we're probably going to see a requirement of La Liga cards. Pretty logical, right? Well, Mario Gaspar, he's in the team of the week. Mario Gaspar's in the team of the week. So he's pretty expensive as it is. You're getting him for about 4,000 coins, which isn't terrible for a card that is not in packs. You know, getting him for about 4,000 coins, it really isn't that bad for a card that's not in packs, especially, you know, 3,500. That's not too bad. I'll actually pick up the one for 3,500 just to go ahead and pick that up for later. I've already got one in the club, so I'll send it to the transfer list. But there's other cards as well that are still in packs that will be rising because there's less choices to choose from, like DeMarcos. You know, he's the other 81 rated right back from Spain. And you can get him for like 2,400 right now, 2,500. He was 2,400 a minute ago. He rose up a little bit right now, but I can assure you can get him for cheaper than 2,700. DeMarcos is a great shout. We already know he rises to about 4,000 coins. He's going to rise even more due to the La Liga requirement. So that's a shout. Maybe Gaia. I don't know. What's his rating? What's Gaia's rating? Gaia's only 79, so maybe a little bit less of an investment in Gaia, but he is less of a risk as well because he's only 1,200 coins. So he could probably rise up to like 2K. That would be pretty solid. And then we're thinking 83 rated cards. Remember what happened to the players like Adrian Silva and like Schneiderlin and Matip and all those guys? Well, you've got a couple 83s from this league as well. Vitolo's the first one that comes to mind, but he's just one of many. Vitolo right now going for 4,300 coins. You've also got Steven Nzonzi. He links with the French players and gets a lot of links. So Steven Nzonzi is another shout you can get for even cheaper than Vitolo. Some 83 rated. I'm trying to think of all the 83s from this league. Nothing really coming to my mind immediately. I guess Aver Banega is another one. Aver Banega is a good shout to pick up for 3,000 coins, it looks like. 3.5K, another Sevilla card there. And it is going to be an 83 requirement. But we saw those fullbacks really rose the most. What is Trem Alinas this year? Trem Alinas, is he not even in the game? Okay, so he's no longer a left back in La Liga. There's probably some more left backs that I'm not thinking of. So let's go ahead and take a look at the concepts. And we can kind of go ahead and get a good view of which cards would be a good shout from La Liga. I really like the fullbacks as an option, though. So let's go and continue search. And we're going to go ahead and scroll across to like the 80s and 81 rated cards. We already passed it. Right now at left back, there aren't too many choices. So really, you're either paying a lot for Felipe Luis, or you're paying a little for Antunes and Costa and Gaia. There really aren't that many opportunities here at left back in terms of 80 and 81s. There's none. But there are quite a few left backs that are 79, so maybe Gaia would be a good shout. And then you've also got Jaime Costa, Antunes I like. Antunes is pretty solid. There's a couple 79s. You got Digne as well, so you can pick him up. And then at right back, there's a few more options at right back. You've also got Mario Gaspar, who's out of packs due to Team of the Week, so he'll be out of packs till Wednesday. Sergio Roberto's 82 rated card. That I like a lot. That Sergio Roberto card. Maybe even get Juanfran. That'd be pretty solid too. I'm going to add a lot of these guys to my club real quick, or my squad. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at their prices right now. And DeMarcos here. So we've got a DeMarcos. That was the one we picked up. We got him for 1,800. I'll just send him to the transfer list real quick. We know his price. Sergio Roberto's an 82 rated card. He's already super expensive. I'm guessing that he's price fixed a little bit. So we've got I know how it works. Verschalko. Okay, let's take a look at his price. Is that an inform? That's an inform, so we can ignore that. Juanfran, we know is going to be like 5K already, but that might still be a good investment. So let's take a look at Juanfran, Semedo, and what we say, Sergio Roberto. So Juanfran's going for 4.5K. It's not terrible. 83 rated, definitely going to go up to over 6K, but not too much profit. Really, the 83s don't get too much more than 6K. Like Juanfran, Toprak, and Pisek do, especially given the requirements of La Liga, what we're expecting. He'll go up. Let's take a look at Semedo. He's an 81. I feel like Nelson Semedo would be a good shout. What's he going for? Nelson Semedo's going for about 2K. Yeah, I really, really like this as an investment. Semedo is 100% a good one to pick up, so that's a card that I like. And then we're going to go ahead and take a look at Sergio Roberto again. We know he's 82 rated after the winter upgrade, and he's going to be selling. If he's selling for more than Juanfran, which he's by a little bit, yeah, you might as well pick up the Juanfran instead of Roberto. There's no point in really picking up Roberto, given the fact that's an 81 rated there, and then he's got his 82 rated probably at like 5.4. Pick up the Juanfran for 83. Like, there's no point in buying this for 5K when you can get Juanfran for less. So Juanfran and Semedo I really like. I'd stay away from Roberto. He's too expensive. And then some of the other cards that, Rafael, Vitolo, that's a great bid on Vitolo I wish I would have gotten. That's another great bid on Vitolo I wish I would have gotten. Let's go ahead and try to start bidding on these Vitolos. It seems like they're going for pretty cheap, not much competition. I'll go ahead and add those to the transfer targets and try to get on those next ones. But yeah, all these guys are good shouts. Not the Arias necessarily, but those guys as investments for the SBCs, 100%. Those are the shouts. That's why I really wanted to stress this part of the video. And maybe put it towards the end. So kind of rewarding you guys that watch the videos all the way through. Because you guys that watch the video all the way through, you deserve, the specific players, the specific really good investment tips. Getting Vitolo on bid for 1,500. I'm already making 3K on that card. I'm going to be making even more on Sunday. So I think that's going to be it for today's video. We covered about everything. I know it was only like 2 clips and where I was talking quite a bit, but I did cover quite a bit of different investments. We've talked about Team of the Seasons and informs at the beginning. We talked about League One Player of the Year with Dante. We talked about gold card investing for 81s and 82s for Sunday and Tuesday and even Wednesday. We talked about how Wednesday's SBC is going to be probably 84 rated or something. That's going to make it a little bit more expensive because the rest of the world is going to be more expensive. And we talked about different La Liga cards that you can pick up as specific cards to invest in for the Sunday and Tuesday SBC. So we covered quite a bit on this episode. If any of it helped you out at all, drop a like and subscribe to the channel. That's all I ask in return. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.